So this one's from @RideAkbar. Do you ever get pre-show anxiety? And if so, how do you overcome it? Every single time. And I feel like this is a very dangerous business we're in. If you don't have pre-show anxiety, then something's probably wrong. How do I get through it? I just Nike that shit. And I've been doing it for well over 20 years, and I played sports growing up, and you just overcome it. So do I control the anxiety, or does the anxiety control me? I control it. @Kira LaCursi asks what my favorite entrance song was on the Indies, independent wrestling. On the Indies, you are not beholden to copyright law, for better or worse. As far as my favorite music went, man, I used Snake Dog by Together Pangea, a couple Black Rebel Motorcycle Club songs. Those were very near and dear to my heart, but I think the KPI, the winner, was Teenage Dirtbag. Spider Nate Webb came out to that by Wheatus. That song got the crowd up every single time. That's got to be the winner. Let's get away from the beehive. So @Heel Houston asks, what's kind of wrestling movie you hope they make? I feel like I am a witness who has been led. Every time I think wrestling movie, I can't help but think Darren Aronofsky, the wrestler. And that movie, aside from relaunching Mickey Rourke's career, was profoundly impactful on my personal life. Believe it or not, I saw that movie in January 2009. By May 2009, I had enrolled my ass back into school to make sure I had some sort of contingency plan. I wanted that 4-year degree so bad so I would be qualified to do something else in life after wrestling. I don't think I would have necessarily taken that route if I hadn't seen that movie. So I can't give you an answer, but I can say that that movie was a huge difference maker for me personally. We were actually backstage at a Jersey All-Pro Wrestling show, so Motor City Machine Guns versus LAX, and this was in March of 2008. And we saw Mickey Rourke filming a scene with my now WWE coworker Ron Killings backstage. So he was going to all these independent wrestling shows to get really organic, grainy footage. And man, it worked, because I thought that movie was kind of a scared straight program for a lot of wrestlers. Different times altogether. And thank God wrestling is so much better now, right? That movie came out in 2009, filmed in 2008, so we're talking 17 years later, and I just, especially in WWE, the way they treat the athletes with tuition reimbursement and the best medical attention and more time off and all these other bells and whistles that weren't available, it really has completely changed the industry. And like, shout out to everybody in charge of WWE now who did wrestle in the 90s and the early aughts and the early 2010s, because like they paved the way so we could not just walk on it, but run on it. I think that's really to be commended. So @ElmaCDC44 asks, what is something you have done or seen that you wish you could experience again? This is gonna sound so cliche, but I can't describe what it felt like to debut on SmackDown. I can't describe it. Something that's 2 decades plus in the making professionally, but north of 3 decades personally, actually happening the way I thought it would. It was absolutely surreal. And it does lend credibility to the idea that, for better or worse, the choices I have made have at least been good enough to get me to that point. I don't want to say that everything happens for a reason. I kind of hate that saying, to be honest with you, because I feel like everything doesn't happen for a reason, but you can at least make the best out of everything happening to you. That was justification that I probably did that. Hey everybody, thanks for all the questions. Alex Shelley 313 on Instagram. We'll do this again in the future. Send your questions my way. Thanks so much.